Good day and welcome back to another DBZ Dokkan video. In this video we're going to be taking a look at the new red zone and completing the siblings bond mission for this red zone. This one is specifically for the Shula red zone, which is the final stage, at least the latest final stage of the DB Saga edition red zone. So it is a fairly challenging stage. If you are a new player, it's not going to be a stage you'll be able to complete immediately. You'll need to work on your teams, improve your characters, and basically in general have quite a solid grasp of Dokkan Battle to find success in red zone events, regardless of how good those red zones are, because there can be a little bit of disparity between them. But ultimately, to cut a long story short, it's a very simple stage. The first phase makes you take on 2 enemies at once. So basically, you will take on what are their names? Melee and Gola. I think you pronounce it Melee, but maybe it's Melee. Maybe her name is Melee. But yeah, basically you are tasked with taking on the stage, and essentially, to cut a long story short, making good coverage there. Now, in terms of the 2 units, they do super attacks for about 1.6 and 1.9 million. Melee has 60 million health, 1.6 mil super. Gola has 40 million health, 1.9 million super. Melee, she lowers your ki and deals 10% of your max HP as damage each turn. Gola, he doesn't really do too much outside of just being a bit of brute force. Your best bet here is to basically take out Melee first to get rid of that damage reduction, or you can alternatively decide to take out Gola if you want to just get rid of the big hard-hitting or slightly harder-hitting super attack. For me, the 10% health reduction is not a lot. I personally find it, for me, honestly, to be very, very, very simple. So I don't really have a huge concern with the changes here. For me, I personally find that the event is more straightforward that way. In terms of Shula, 2.7 mil super, 900k attack, 1.1 million defense, loses attack with each ki blast super received. So try to ki blast orientate your team. Attack with 10% up with each turn passed, up to 50%. So they kind of balance each other out. You want to make sure you bring ki blast to accelerate his attack down a lot faster than his attack goes up. He can evade enemy super attacks, only around 5%, and he's immune to ceiling, stunning, etc. He does greatly raise his defense and his attack on his super, but he can only super you once. He's fairly okay in terms of challenge. He hits decently hard, but he only has 190 million HP as his health. I know that sounds like a lot of health, but nowadays red zones bosses can kind of sky into that 400 million, 600 million range. And I think for me, obviously, this is generally speaking, at least in my eyes, a much more straightforward boss when you come to 190 mil health. In fact, I would say there's actually not that many challenges in this fight. Aside from the strength of the super attack, which you can lower a bit, I don't find it to be that challenging. Now, obviously, siblings bond as a category, very, very important. I think most players will definitely agree with me. Siblings bond is a very interesting kind of category. It's in its own state. I found that for me, siblings bond was best managed by using double physical Gohan, like Ultimate Gohans, because it allowed me to run pretty much the team that I want with all the premium kind of siblings bonds units. I got to use the Ultimate Gohan into great support, the Int Vegeta SSBE as a great tank, I got to use Beast Gohan as a great tank, so that was switching them on each rotation. Beast Gohan on one, Vegeta on the other. I then got to use Kamehameha Gohan, use his active skill, which was great for huge damage right off the bat. Beast Gohan Taunt for the second phase. Tech Goten for a bit of support as well. And then also the Ultimate Gohans did a great job as well, because their active skill does some decent damage. They were able to interrupt. They did a lot of really good stuff. So for me, this was actually a fairly simple, really, honestly, fantastically well done fight, and I found it interesting, challenging, but ultimately not too hard, at least for the siblings bond challenge. I think the mission execution one will be a lot tougher to do, especially if you don't have General Tao, but we'll take a look at it. So yeah, that's it from me. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, leave a like, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Until then, take care, stay safe, and as always, bye.